Montgomery, the city had framed rules to ensure that white people got separate seats in the city buses. The first 4 rows of seats on each Montgomery bus were reserved for whites. In addition to this, the African American population had to stand up if the whites demanded their seats. This discrimination was carried out even though African American people paid fares for the bus. That's not very fair, is it? But the African Americans tolerated this discrimination for decades. On December 1st, 1955, a lady named Rosa Parks broke this rule when Parks refused to get up from the seat she was asked to. She was not planning to start some sort of social revolution. Rosa was just tired after a long day's work. Rosa Parks refused to get up from her seat when a white man demanded her place. She was threatened by the bus driver. He warned her that she could be arrested under the city's laws. She replied, "You may do that." And they did. Parks was arrested. But her courageous act triggered a nationwide movement in the support of the African Americans that they called the Civil Rights Movement back in the 1950s. The Civil Rights Movement called for treating whites and colored people equally. It involved different approaches such as filing cases in courts, organizing protests meets, and lobbying with the government. Rosa Parks' defiance was followed by the Montgomery bus boycott. People who belonged to the African American community in the city of Montgomery boycotted the bus service for 381 days. 381 days. Can you believe that? This seriously affected the income of the bus service as 75% of the bus users were African Americans. Dozens of buses were kept idle in Montgomery. In spite of this, the rule was not changed. Finally, on November 13th, 1956, the Supreme Court of the United States of America said that the racist bus rules of Montgomery were wrong and erased them. Rosa Parks became a famous person in the United States. She went on to participate in other protest movements as well.